Hi, I'm Leslie Mansell from Leslie Mansell Arts, here today for Parkville Senior Center Multicultural Celebration. We're going to celebrate Women's History Month, and then we're going to have learn about the Lunar New Year's celebration with our Vietnamese brothers and sisters. And then with the Guyanese people, we're going to learn about Pagua. So let's begin with Women's History Month. I'm going to tell you about a cartoonist, the first syndicated Black female cartoonist in America, and then a jazz singer who does our songbook, our American songbook. I'm sure you'll recognize her. We'll begin with Jackie Orms. Jackie Orms was born Zelda Jackson in Pennsylvania in 1911. She began her career working for the Pittsburgh Courier, a weekly African-American newspaper. Between 1937 and 1938, she published her comic strip, Dixie to Harlem, and it starred this character named Torchy Brown. And Torchy Brown was a young Black woman from Mississippi who moves to New York to become a singing star at the Cotton Club. Again, Jackie was the first Black female syndicated cartoonist in America. Her lead characters in her comic strips were all female. They were strong, elegant, intelligent, sophisticated, and witty. They were very like the artist herself. They challenged the derogatory caricatures of Black people, especially Black women, in comics at that time. Jackie was entirely a self-taught artist. She used her work to comment on political and social issues. Jackie was the first ever cartoonist to highlight environmental issues, especially those issues that affected Black neighborhoods. In 1936, Jackie married Earl Ohms. They enjoyed a happy marriage. They moved to Chicago in 1942, where she began writing as a columnist for the Chicago Defender, one of the leading Black newspapers. Her second comic strip, named Candy, was about a smart, wisecracking housemaid, and it appeared for several months in that newspaper. By the end of the Second World War, Jackie was back working for the Pittsburgh Courier. Her strip was syndicated, was sent into them, and this new comic strip was a single panel called Patty Jo and Ginger, and it featured a big sister and a little sister duo, and Patty Jo and Ginger ran for 11 years in the Pittsburgh Courier. The strip's popularity was heard by the Terry Lee Doll Company, and Patty Jo, the younger sister in the comic strip duo, was turned into a doll. The doll was very popular and sold in the thousands, and today is a collector's item. In 1950, Torchy Brown, the character from her first comic strip, appeared in her newest comic strip called Heartbeats. And this provided, again, a vehicle for Jackie to express her political views. She put that in every one of her comic strips. Jackie Orms retired from cartoon production in 1956, but she continued to work producing murals, portraits, and still lifes. And now, besides that, she served on the board of directors of the DuSabe Museum of African American History in Chicago. And in 1985, she died of a cerebral hemorrhage. Jackie was a trailblazer and an incredible agent of change. Jackie Orms was herself a work of art. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the mystic smile. It is only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile. Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. The second artist that I want to talk about today is Ella Fitzgerald. Born Ella Jane Fitzgerald, she was born on April 25th, 1917 in Newport News, Virginia. She died June 15, 1996 in Beverly Hills, California. As a child, Ella Fitzgerald wanted to be a dancer, but she panicked when she appeared at an amateur contest in 1934 in the New York City Apollo Theater, and so instead she began to sing. It was the start of her career. She won first prize at that amateur contest at the Apollo Theater. The following year, Ella Fitzgerald joined Chick Webb's orchestra. Chick Webb was a very well-known drummist and band leader. She made her first recording, Love and Kisses, in 1935, and her first hit was the following year. Well, the first hit was in 1938, A Tisket, a Tasket. She later soloed in cabarets and theaters and toured internationally with pop and jazz stars such as Benny Goodman, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, the Mills Brothers, the Ink Spots, Dizzy Gillespie. And she also recorded prolifically. She has a lot of albums. During much of her early career, she had been noted for singing and recording novelty songs. Her status rose dramatically in the 50s when she recorded a 19-volume series of the American Songbook, in which she interpreted 250 outstanding songs. She was also one of the best-selling jazz vocal recording artists in history. Ella Fitzgerald appeared in films, on television, and in concert halls throughout the world. She recorded a number of live concert albums and produced a notable duet version of Porgy and Bess with Louis Armstrong in 1957. Fitzgerald's clear tone and wide vocal range were complemented by her mastery of rhythm and harmony, intonation, and diction. Her infectious scat singing brought excitement to her audiences and was widely imitated by others. She garnered 14 Grammy Awards, not just a nomination, but she was awarded 14 times. Also was awarded a Lifetime Achievement by the Grammy organization. The Kennedy Center honored her with a Lifetime Achievement in 1979, and she was also awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1987. And here's her song. A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my mommy, and on the way I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and she put it in her pocket. She was trucking on down the avenue without a single thing to do. She went peck, peck, pecking all around till she spied it on the ground. She took it, she took it, she took my yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will die. Scoot, scooty doop 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 doo doo, scoot dooby doop 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 doo doo, scoot dooby dabba dooba, dooby dabba dooba, scooty doop scoot scoot scoot. Oh dear, I wonder where my basket could be. Oh gee, I wish that little girl I could see. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That itty bitty basket brought some joy to mine. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket and make me happy again? Was it red? No, 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 no. Was it green? No, 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 no. Was it blue? No, no, no. It was just a little basket. A little yellow basket. Yay, Ella Fitzgerald. Thank you so much. We'll be back with our Vietnamese friends and then our Guyanese friends. Thank you. And next we're going to have Tu Hong Bui talk about Lunar New Year. She's from Vietnam and she'll tell us a little bit about the foods that they eat to celebrate Lunar New Year in Vietnam and now in America. Tu Hong Bui.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I'm very happy to know all of you are well. Xin kính chào các cô chú, anh chị, tất cả các quý vị hôm nay có khỏe không? Rất vui mừng được biết tất cả quý vị đều được bình an trong cơn đại dịch. Hôm nay có dịp nói về Tết Việt Nam. Tôi xin chúc quý vị một năm mới được dồi dào sức khỏe, bình an và may mắn. Now I talk about Lunar Vietnam in New Year. Lunar New Year Vietnamese is Tết is the biggest and most popular festival of the year in Vietnam, celebrated on the first day of the first month in Lunar New Year. This year, Lunar New Year was on February 12. It is the year of the buffalo. Lunar New Year is the old celebration. People believe all superstition about this holiday. There are some special rules. Everybody don't with the law on the New Year Day. They don't say the best word or unlucky word. Old people give children and unmarried friends little red envelope with money inside. The money is for good luck. People like to wear bright color, such as red or yellow. Bright color is happy color. They will bring good luck for the future. Now I talk about food for, one more thing I forgot. On the first 3 days of the New Year, Vietnamese visit paternal style. They visit maternal side on the second day and teachers on the third day. Visit relative, friend and neighbor on the third day to fifth day. Okay, now I talk about the food for that. A lot of delicious food for that, but I only talk about essential food. We have square cake, Vietnamese kho, bánh chưng, bánh tét, caramelized pork, ít kho, thịt kho tàu, thịt kho trứng. It is delicious. And Vietnamese sausage. It is Vietnamese sausage and ham. Vietnamese eat giò chả. And sticky rice. Vietnamese eat soy. And boiled chicken. We call gà luộc. And candy root. It is mứt. Jam is not a food to serve in a meal during that holiday, but more like a snack to welcome guests in this special period. Must is always kept in beautiful boxes and placed at the table in the living room. It is the main food for the owner and guests to taste when they are talking and enjoy over a cup of tea. Okay, I talk about New Year flower. Vietnamese have used many kinds of flowers or plants to decorate their house in this special period. But there are three kinds of plants that cannot be missing in that holiday. It is the peach flower and kumquat. They are familiar in the North Vietnam because they grow well in the cold weather. And it is Ocha Etergirima, just can survive in tropical land with lot of sunshine. Yeah, pink color of thick flower show the love and joy rest among people in this unique time of the year. And the kumquat have 5 characteristics: full of fruit, flower, leaf, branch, and root. They are a symbol for wealth and happiness for the new year. They are Otna Intervirima in the South Vietnam have another meaning. The golden yellow means the noble root of Vietnamese. The high red of blossom also symbolize for wealth and passionate love among people. Because I don't have enough time, I cannot introduce all the special food, special thing in New Year. So if you have the opportunity to visit Vietnam during that holiday, make sure you join the festival and happy moment of Vietnamese. Okay, thank you for listening and have a good day. Thank you.
And now we're going to hear from a gentleman who is 94 years old. He's the leader in his community of Vietnamese seniors here in Hartford. Mr. Charles Hong is going to speak to us, tell us a little bit more about Lunar New Year and about Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charles Hong.
Yeah, okay, my name is Charles Huang, Charles Chi Huang. No, I'm old, very old now, 94 years. So, but I have a lot of experience working in the past during the Second World War, and then the Vietnamese War, and everything that we have. The problem of Vietnam is still not completed. So, even now, the people lost to the communist control, so we still have a lot of things to improve. In order to reorder what everything, because I have experience. Yeah, we fought a lot in the Second World War. I was born in France. I was a Frenchman. I was also the French army, and then I go back here to save my country. I tried to build the Vietnamese army, when the French have problem to abandon Vietnam. So we tried to look back to the American to save us, but finally we still not complete our responsibility, because when I was in Vietnam, our friend, the communist threatened, tried to seize North Vietnam, and we have a revolution during the president, a new president Vietnamese, and so they can build a South Vietnamese. That's taken time to build and can recover, save South Vietnam. But finally, we couldn't do that because a lot of things, not to blame for the other country like France, Germany, and American. They are not well get together to start to help South Vietnamese to save themselves. Because the last one, we abandoned our country. That's very miserable. Yeah, that's in general, but we hope that someday we came back Vietnam and build again a good Vietnamese. And what we did, right now living in America here, we try to consolidate and encourage everybody for what we have for a good country. Somebody want to know about the Vietnam Lunar New Year. This is the tradition that we have been a long time influenced by the Chinese. So most of the Vietnamese Lunar New Year is similar to the Chinese because we are the Buddhist people. But we are very proud of our country. We are born from the tradition is about the Vietnam. We come from the born of the dragon. The dragon gave a good country for the people and saved the Vietnamese in the South Pacific, South Vietnam. Yeah, a lot of things to do. You go to like they have limited time, but I think that someday we will recover and we build our country and as we want, and we become a good smart people. Smart people. When I come back to Vietnam, working over there, the American come to Vietnam to participate in the war against the communists. So I was working as the general for the Westmoreland, and later and general the other general. I was general secretary for the Joint Committee of the Vietnamese and American. So everything we did a long time, especially we try to be Vietnamese. So I have to go to America, not only to French, to American, to find out the best way to build a South Vietnamese army. Yeah. Yeah. You know that it's very hard for the country. They are done without any armed forces to defend the country. I was a general secretary at the general staff in Saigon, working with the American. We have a lot of job to do to build up the infantry division for the army and the air force, everything. Yeah. So that's a good way, but our country is a good way. Good way, but we hope that someday we redress and build a very good country and get back the democracy for the people, not to be lost as you have right now. So I hope that every country around the world that is good, the European, French, Germany, Denmark, or anyone you know to us, they have experience of everything. Sociology and everything that have good benefit to build our country. Right now, we hope that in the near future here, the people graduated and separated and living right now in America is still under the way to build passionate every day, everything they can do. And we have the community of New York and New York, the North and South America. So everywhere you can get the Vietnamese people living over there. They have their own religion and everything, okay? So thank you today. We have to make it fast and everything we do. Thank you very much. Okay, that's it. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our multicultural celebration, our program here at Parkville Senior Center. And now we have some representatives from Guyana. We have Miss Lillian Gangsaw and her daughter Asha Rama. They're from Guyana and they have the Eastern Indian tradition. They're going to tell us a little bit about their celebration of Pagua. I think I pronounced it right.
Yes.
And they're going to dance for us also. So it's going to be so beautiful. So we will end our celebration with the ladies dancing. So please welcome from Guyana, Miss Lillian Gangsaw and her daughter Asha Rama.
Thank you.
I am Silochni Rama Gansa, and Pagua is a celebration of spring. It's holy, and it's a festival also of joy and celebration. I have a very brief message of Pagua. Once upon a time, there lived a king by the name of Hiranyakashipu. King Hiranyakashipu was blessed by Lord Vishnu, and he was granted power unparalleled in any living being. He forced his subject to believe he was God, and at this time he was blessed with a son by the name of Prahalad. Prahalad is the younger days learned that his father was not God, but king of the country, so he started spreading the word that his father was not God, but king. His father tried every possible way to destroy Prahalad. He gave him poison, tried to burn him, and even attempt to drown him. His aunt went with him to see who will born and who will come out alive. Burning of Hori is in the fire to see who will born and who will come out alive. Burning of Hori is wicked. Aunt Holika born in the fire, and Prahalad walked out of the fire. King Hiranyakashipu had failed. Finally, Lord Vishnu took Hiran Singh rule and destroyed King Hiranyakashipu. Thank you. And I wish everyone a happy Holi and a happy Phagwa.
Start. So my name is Hansrani Lillian Gansa. I'm from Guyana, and I am living in the United States now. And I come with my culture from Guyana to United States, and I must thanks David and thanks Leslie and thanks everybody in the center that we can acknowledge our tradition. And I'm so happy for them to do it with me too. And this, you can see that we can dance now, where we perform our Phagwa celebration for the successful of Prahalad. My father wanted him to die and say that he's God, but his son said, no, he's not God. And then now we can celebrate, because spring, we celebrate a special way of spring at that time too. At this time, where we celebrate Phagwa with all the colorful flowers. So we celebrate it with colorful powder, and we put it in our friends and families and whosoever, and that's where we destroy all the wicked things on ourselves. No one will live in with wickedness. They will live with sincere and no wicked thoughts or action or whatever. And we celebrate that spring with a nice music that called Holi. Holy is, in our way, is a Holy Spirit. So we want that spirit to live on all our life through death. And I must thank you for listening to me, and I'm so happy to do this culture in the center. I thanks David Yonan. He is a wonderful director in our life here, and we always want him to be here because he is so acknowledged in everybody's culture. And thank you so much, and God bless you all, and I love America. God is connected to himself.
रंग बरसे रंग बरसे भीगे तो नरवाली रंग बरसे रंग बरसे भीगे तो नरवाली रंग बरसे रंग बरसे भीगे तो नरवाली रंग बरसे सोने के ताले में चोला परोसा सोने के ताले में चोला परोसा सोने के ताले में चोला परोसा अरे खाए गोरी का याद पलंग कर से रस पर से और रंग पर से भीगे चुनर वाली रंग पर से Nada wali rang pada